All you have to do is pay attention. Lessons always arrive when you're ready. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets?
Good morning, everybody. I made it to the show today.
As you can see, we got Samantha here. So go ahead and put your questions in the chat. We'll go ahead and we'll check in with those right after I run through the market. And then we'll also do it again after the news. All right. So what do I got going on with the market? Well, I got the Bitcoin price. I mean, we're still holding on to the other side of $6,000. I mean, we got all kinds of theories on why this is happening, that we can't seem to drop below it. I mean, I don't know. I guess I don't, I'm just your common guy. So I don't know if I necessarily have the greatest theories on it. It just really seems like at $6,000, I don't know how much more profitable the miners can be. We've heard the Hut 8 guy talking on World Crypto Network, talking about how it's very hard to be profitable, especially if you're not some major, massive company able to get these miners at some sort of a discount. Are we going to be seeing this price fall down through? I don't know. I mean, are we going to see it shooting up? It really seems like we're teetering here and getting to a boiling point. It's going to have to break one way or the other here eventually. I don't see this running on forever. Just, make sure you're ready both ways. Make sure that you're ready if the price drops down. Make sure you're ready if the price kicks back up. Hodling is not always necessarily the best investment advice for everyone. If you're strapped for cash or you're still trying to figure out how to pay your bills this month, don't go living on ramen. All right, so like I said, Bitcoin price 6,200. That's up 0.76. Not a big deal at the moment. We got Ethereum right there, a little bit on the other side of $450, coming in at 451. That's down 2%. I got Ripple coming in at 47 cents, about to be 48 cents. That's down 0.4%. Not really too much movement going on. Still looking like the market's trying to make some decisions. I got Bitcoin Cash at 746, so banging its head on 750. That's down almost 1%, 0.81. We got EOS down at $8.17. Still not able to get a secure enough mainnet for you to be able to move your tokens in and out of Binance. So I haven't went and picked any up on it yet. Still waiting for that to work itself out. All right, let's see what else we got. We got Litecoin coming in at 81 cents. Or $81.27. That's down 0.4. Like I said, not much movement with the cryptocurrency markets today yet. Stellar's coming in at 19.4 cents. We got Cardano coming in at 13.3 cents. And we got the Steam and the Steam-backed dollar. We got the Steam-backed dollar picking up a little bit. So if we were using that as a metric, I don't know if you want to say the altcoins are inflating again, coming in at $1.13, picking up 6% there. So it's a little more than the rest of it. And we got Steam coming in at $1.34. Way below what I would like to see that at. That's up 2% as well. So what do we got going on, Samantha? Anybody in the chat, or am I hanging out by myself today, ranting on the internet as I tend to do because I love these cryptocurrencies so much?
There are some people in the chat. We have.
Thank you guys for joining me this morning and having a cup of coffee with me. As you can tell, I've been trying to be consistent about this at 9:30. It seems like consistency seems to be the key to trying to get some growth in this channel. But I do need you to subscribe. I do need you to like and share this video out, because I'd really like to break over that 2,000 barrier on YouTube. It seems like my Steam account, my Lit account, all my everything, Twitter is starting to pick up more and more. But YouTube isn't. It's still right there, 1956, 1954, bouncing around there for a couple months. Let's see what we can't do, because we got such a great community with this free help desk that I'm offering. So, shoot me those emails. I'll answer them. I'll get back to you. All right. What do you got, Sam?
We have Bitcoin Crypto News Education saying good morning. We have Eduardo saying good morning.
Hey, Eduardo. How you doing, buddy?
We have JT Irby saying good morning.
All my friends. I appreciate it so much.
The Rickest Rick.
He made it.
We have Paul. He is also saying good morning. There's a lot of people today.
Wow, I love it. I love it. I'm smiling because of it. What can I say? Thank you guys for coming out here and having a cup of coffee with me and trying to get, my 2 cents on the market. I know I'm not the greatest genius out here trying to figure out this cryptocurrency stuff, but hey, it's a nice tool. It's been working for me, and I really love what it's done to being out of the fiat cash and being able to look at it from the outside perspective. It's definitely made me a happier person and not feeling like I'm being so oppressed trying to figure out how to get by and just take care of my family. All right, so what do we got going on with the news today? Well, we got FUD all over the place about Bitmain because they got 42% of the mining, talking about a 51% on Bitcoin. I mean, we've heard these things before. I mean, it's just, It's the biggest FUD out there. I mean, they have, I mean, yes, I guess there is the potential that if they wanted to stop mining Bitcoin Cash, they supposedly could have some miners that are mining on other things or other pools to be allocated that way to not look like it's them. If they were to completely solely focus on mining Bitcoin, maybe they could get 51%. Maybe if they turned out some more product because they're one of the best Bitcoin, miner makers there is, maybe. But what's it really going to benefit them? I mean, their whole business plan is built on making these miners. They're going to make these miners so they can double spend a couple of times, because as soon as something bad happened, I mean, it would be horrible for Bitcoin because of the fact that we've never had something so severely, tragic go wrong. We've only seen it with the altcoins. But I mean, changing the algorithm and what we, use for hashing and mining would completely evade this problem. So, I mean, I don't even know if consensus could become too quickly if there's a problem. I'm sure everybody in Bitcoin has the best interest out for it when it comes against the fighting against Bitmain. We've already seen this with Segregated Witness and how we found out that they had the ASIC boost. We could all just, get together, come to consensus, switch the code, prevent this whole thing from happening, and continue on with our wonderful Bitcoin that we need and love. All right, so what else we got in the news? Well, we're looking at Tron. They claimed Independence Day yesterday. They went ahead. I mean, this has been a big, long process. A lot of people are just using the exchanges. I don't even know all that much about it personally. I mean, if you got Tron, you still haven't done it, you really need me to get into it, shoot me the email. I'll dig into it for you. I don't mind. But looking like what they're saying, they're 400 times faster than Ethereum. So once again, these new cryptocurrencies that, ICO'd and we've been in the works for a year or so, like Tron and EOS and all of these, we're seeing the main nets. We're starting to see if, this new technology is actually as fast as they're saying it is. We're trying to see if they can solve these scaling debates and problems. We'll get there. I mean, we'll see if it's going to. Either this stuff's going to blow up in their face and on the launch pad. Trust me, I've been in NASA area for quite a while. They do blow up on the launch pad. And we could see that with some of these cryptocurrencies. Or, hey, these things might get up. They might make it to the atmosphere. Or they could get all the way to the moon. We'll have to wait and see. People are diverse on all kinds of cryptocurrencies here. All right, so breaking it down here to the last story I got, you guys. Everyone's wondering about this one and what I feel about it, what Samantha even feels about it, because we were discussing this one while we were getting ready this morning. 21E800. I mean, it was a hash that came out. What do I got here for a date?
On the 19th.
On the 19th.
Yeah.
Yep. At 1932 UTC time, Universal time. All right. So first I was looking at it, and I'm just a regular person. I'm sorry, I didn't see it. I was like, wait, what are they talking? Like, apparently E8 is some sort of a theory that has a mathematical code that is,
the universe.
For the very intelligent elite to be able to figure out quantum physics and gravity and how the world and universe works, stuff that's beyond me. But if this E8 theory has been yet to be unproven, so a lot of people are, going with it, saying it's a good, accurate theory.
Yeah, it came out in 2007. It said, like, whoever wrote it.
So with the 21 in front of it, they're saying that this could be some sort of a vanity hash that was either, well, now we start to run down the rabbit hole, either pre-programmed into it by Satoshi Nakamoto, that he's out there mining with some sort of supercomputer that can do a petahash better than the rest of them, because they'd have to be, mining a whole hash rate faster than everyone else. Or that he's some capable of time traveling, individual from the future who is actually just bringing us, the glories that'll be from the future and what, mankind needs to do to better itself, instead of hounding down the, as what World Crypto Network and Mad Bitcoins was saying, that movie, Idiocracy. Yeah. I love that movie. Hilarious. Seen it way back when it came out. Definitely think that that's where America's heading to eventually. All right. So we are also gotten some people saying that this kind of thing, on the other side of this, saying that this kind of event occurs once a year, that we see these things. Some people saying that it was a hidden Easter egg kind of situation. I don't know. I guess I'd like to personally see a little more. A lot of people, they can look at a photograph and see a blurry white haze in the background and call it a ghost. Some people, they can toast a piece of bread and see Jesus's face in it. I guess I'd want to see a little more proof. You know, I'm very skeptical. I'm sure you guys have noticed at this point in time, especially with my Bitcoin maximalism feelings, that I'm skeptical of all things until proven otherwise. So I'm not necessarily buying into this one. Definitely think that it's kind of cool, though. It's funny how Twitter is supposedly blowing up over it. But the fact that it is less than 0.5% of a possibility of mining this hash, it does get you thinking. So you never know. There's, you know, great possibilities out there in the universe, and we don't know everything. What do you think about it, Sam? You think it's real?
No. I mean, I don't know. Anything is possible, but I am also not really.
But you're more of a believer. You believe in ghosts, and you know,
I do
you
believe
think
in ghosts and God, and yes, I
extraterrestrials
mean all of those, not real. Yeah.
So I mean, you lean more towards the having faith in the unknown.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, it would have taken a lot, and it would have been really special. So I mean, like act of Satoshi God, like miracleness, or just
a little
like
something to let
random.
the people know who are really dedicated to this, that they're, you know, there's a reason to keep faith. So what are we getting from the chat? What does my buddy JT Urban think about this?
Oh, well, he says ghosts are real. And we have, let me see, I'm trying to go down.
I think I need a bigger cup of coffee. This one's empty.
Oh, we have the Rickus Risk saying that he started a new website selling t-shirts and other stuff, and that he's going to work on accepting Bitcoin soon. It's called bumpants.com.
Bum pants.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll throw a link to it, you know, in the description below for you. That's not a problem.
JT asked if he has any crypto shirts, and he says yes, he has one, actually two, and a mug, and then he'll be designing more soon.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. As you can tell, when I like to buy I haven't actually spent dollar bills, fiat cash on, you know, crypto t-shirts. I've let you guys buy all of these through the Amazon affiliation code. But I like to go through and find the ones that are a little different. As you can see, I haven't seen anybody else on any of the other YouTubes using this one. You know, and some of the other ones, I like them to be a little more low key. I don't think I like all the writing on them. So if you can design one for me, I'd definitely be down for that.
Paul says quantum computer, time traveler, or someone with too much time on their hands doing dual sideways markets.
It's just like it, you know, in the white paper, you know, the economics of the whole situation is that in order to do these things on the Bitcoin network, I mean, you have to not care about money, because to have that much computing, to have a quantum computer and to turn it towards Bitcoin, to do something sinister like break someone's private keys, or to mine,
or to make the vanity,
right, to make the vanity, or to do a 51% attack or something like that. It would cost so much more money invested in the situation. You'd be better off just actually mining the Bitcoin and then taking and selling the Bitcoin on the market. But at the same time, I guess you would have entities that would be in it for more than finances, bigger entities like the government and, you know, the NSA and everything, that they could be dumping billions of dollars at this to shut it down before it actually got somewhere, if we're going to go ahead and put on that tinfoil hat. I mean, this stuff is going to revolutionize the world. I mean, there are so many unknown variables out there that you never know what there is. That's why, you know, one of my things is that, yes, I keep calling this a little compound, but it's really not. It's just that I am always prepared for every situation. You know, I keep dried food on hand. I don't eat birds, but I raise birds. And if the necessary time came, you know, I'd eat chicken if need be. Yeah. You know, I keep tools and gas and all those things, because you always want to be prepared. You never know what's going to happen in life. You never know what tomorrow can bring. And just because, you know, things don't look bad now, you know, everyone's individual situation can change at any time. So you always got to look out for you and yours. So what's going on in the chat? Read me some more chat.
Let's see.
Please, Samantha.
Oh, not a problem, Eugene.
I'm enjoying myself today. I'm real happy there's a bunch of you guys out here having a cup of coffee. So let's get real interactive.
The Rickus Risk said, bad news about God. That's just stuff fed to the masses to control us. It's okay, Rick. I don't hate you. I'm definitely, everybody to each their own. At no point does anybody need to be persuading anybody else.
Yep, no religion, no politic talk here. It always ends up turning into some sort of an argument. And we're not about the drama. We all just want to get along and get by around here.
Oh, the Rickus Rick was saying that he'll sure do that for the shirt, and then he was saying to go to his site because he thinks that you'll like the shirt that he has and he made.
Awesome. All right, yeah. As soon as I'm done with this, I got to make the rounds and take care of feeding the birds and watering everybody here. But after that, I'll be hopping on the internet and I'll check it out.
Well, Eduardo is saying, by the way, IOTA is quantum resistant.
Yes, because it was supposed to be using a different like tangle or whatever.
Yeah, like
which is a completely different system, which is also like the Hydra hash and all these other ones. They're just trying to lean into different things that are different than proof of work or proof of stake.
Yeah.
I mean, this technology is going to branch out in every possible direction because that's all that can happen. I mean, you have to try to, it's like playing roulette. You want to cover the board as best you can with a little bit because that one that works is going to pay 42 to 1. So, I mean, you're not going to be out. Not everyone is going to be covering every spot on the board, but between all of us, we're going to cover all the spots on the board until we find the number that hits. And the number that hits is going to be the one that is easy to use for me, you, your mother, the homeless guy on the street who's, you know, trying to figure out how to get some extra money to buy booze or whatever his problem may be. You know, these people have to be part of this system as well. If they're not, the system's not going to work, forcing us to have, you know, all of these things that were required now, like the internet and a computer and a hardware wallet and the understanding and a Coinbase account. These are all roadblocks to preventing mass adoption. So as everyone says that we have to do this and we have to do this to keep it decentralized, this is why I argue against it just a slight bit, because I want decentralization. Ultimately, decentralization is the goal. But between here and there, I think that there's going to be many steps where we rely on third-party situations in order to just help get this stuff up off the ground and get people from having to have a dollar bill in their hand, thinking that this is money, to being able to look at it on a screen and say that these Satoshis or these Litecoins or this whatever cryptocurrency is actual coins values that I can trade to the grocery store, to my brother to help him pay his bills, or to whoever it may be, just like we hand cash to each other.
Yeah, Eduardo is saying that it has a different hash algorithm. Instead of SHA, it uses winter nits. And then JT says quantum is creepy. Eduardo says that's why the reason it won't let you reuse addresses after you send from it. And then Rickus Rick says, I have a Japanese friend who is into quantum computers. He got accepted to MIT, but is too poor to get there. That would suck so bad, to be so smart and to have so much opportunity. Yeah.
Right, but finance is holding you back. I don't know. I can understand that plight. Sometimes I've wondered why I haven't done as well as I feel like I should have in life. There's never been anything to hold me back. I don't see why. I don't have the $50,000 a year job sometimes, and why I'm not driving the newer car or having the big house. But then at the same time, I tell myself that, you have to trade something up in life in order to have everything. The laws of alchemy. There's equivalent exchange for everything. And, maybe I was able to gain some other things in life that other people weren't, because I always did put my family first. The smaller things mean a lot more to me. And I mean, I know I can't take money with me, and people talk about, having cryptocurrency, and, I've also said it too, the generational wealth. I kind of want to give it to my son before I go. I want to see him enjoy it. I don't want to have to die in order for everybody to be happy. I'd rather be poor when I die and have given it to everybody before I left this earth so that I can be part of their joy. I don't know. Why are we going so dark today? I don't want to talk about me dying. Today's a great day. Cryptocurrency could break to the upside today. You never know. We're on the other side of $6,000. It's a beautiful day. I'm not sweating my ass off out here. The humidity's down. I do need another cup of coffee, and maybe thinking we should go out to eat for lunch today, even though we don't do that often. No reason not to celebrate.
Silent Lamb is here.
Awesome.
Brothers and sisters.
Hey, buddy. Thanks for joining us.
We have Eduardo saying, can you comment about chargebacks and freezing possibilities in EOS, if you've heard of it?
I've looked at, I told you that I'm not going to buy any.
I do not like what's going on with you.
Yeah, Samantha is not a fan of it, but as I keep saying that, I mean, this is what people are looking for. People complain all the time that there is no, customer service. There's customer service with EOS. You go ahead and write a letter to a blog producer and tell them that you got problems with your account, that someone is stealing funds or whatever it may be. They're going to help you out. They're going to help figure it out. I mean, you do have a limited time of 72 hours, but I mean, right now with Bitcoin, if you got a problem, you're emailing me. So, I mean, I don't know if that's, when some of these people are dealing with the kind of funds that they're dealing with, I'm not necessarily, I've never had $20,000 in Bitcoin or anything like that. So I'm not probably the person to be really wanting to talk to about moving $20,000 worth of funds. These block producers on EOS, they are a lot more comfortable with moving millions of dollars worth of funds. They understand the code a lot better. They are, helping to provide a blockchain which is there more for these kinds of people that are okay with third party and centralization.
We have the Rickus Risk. He's saying that he's an urban camper in the U.S. I can't afford a house here, so I live in a converted suburban with a solar power for my electronics. But when I go to Cambodia, I'm rich. I know, right?
I've talked about those things as well with Samantha about, that we just, cash up and go to some third world country. I've talked to a few people and there's plenty of room in the jungle and nobody owns it. You kind of just have to have some money and go out there and, build yourself some sort of a living and sustaining yourself off the earth. I mean, I have no problems with detaching myself from society and the fiat cash that controls us.
Yeah, I grew up in Japan and Eugene did like 3 months in, China and Hong Kong working. I mean, it's okay to live other places. It really is.
I don't know. A lot of people are born into certain situations of living and they think that there's nothing other than that. And the world is a very vast place and a lot of people find different ways of life. I say a lot, you only need 2 things, water and air, and they're both free.
Yep. And love.
All right, so we got anything else going on in the chat, or should I be wrapping this one up? Because I think this is probably getting to be a long one. If you guys got any comments, please write them down. Ask me these questions. If you're a little shy to hop out there and ask them online, shoot me an email at my free email help desk service. It's eugeneforrest20@gmail.com. I got all kinds of links, tools, affiliation codes. If you're new to cryptocurrency or you're living somewhere where a dollar bill's a lot of money, I got faucets. They do add up. That's why it's called a faucet. You let that faucet drip in a bucket, eventually that bucket's full, right? As always, the tools, the links, all of that, they're my personal tools. It's the best thing I got for you besides my free email help desk service. Come on over to Steam, upvote my post, comment down below. I mean, I'm going to upvote you back. That's how we're working it over there. We're trying to help each other. You help me, I'll help you. No reason not to comment. You can even say something bad and let me know what I can do to make this situation better or the channel better. I'd appreciate it. So what do we got, Sam? Anything going on in the chat? Do I got any more questions?
All right. Well, we have, yes, Rick, I grew up in Japan. My father was in the Air Force, so we lived in Okinawa. I was there from 9 to like 11. Maybe we can start trying to, because unfortunately I stopped speaking Japanese and I lost a lot of it, but maybe me and you can start trying to, learn together. So he says he's learning Japanese, so he can go live there later.
It's not the same as Cambodia. You better start saving up a lot more money.
Oh, yeah. Sadly, but it is so awesome. Yep. Okay. That's about it.
That's about it. All right, you guys. I really appreciate you guys coming out here and joining me for a cup of coffee. Next time I'll have to fill my cup up.
Yeah, you need a bigger cup.
Second one.
Or maybe the owl cup. That one's gigantic.
But I really do appreciate it. As always, you guys, remember to take care of each other and keep your Bitcoin safe.
Bye, everyone.